I remember that.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Give me a second. Let me unmute for the boy Mark. Hello, Mark,
Hello.
and hello to everyone. Welcome to another Sunday My Hero Academia Manga stream. We got the new chapter 320 here with us. But first, Mark, there's something that we always do every single time we start this, and what would that be?
Recap episode. I'm in a bathroom, so I can't.
Yes, we got the recap episode for 319. Pretty
Yeah,
much,
cleaning my AC upstairs, and Mom's in the living room. So I'm like, where can I go? The bathroom.
Give me a second. Close behind the closet door. Recap.
I know, literally, I'm just in the bathroom. I was like, well, this is the only place I can go. So
Take out the cap and just get episode. But yes, so 319. Where to begin? So with the recap on that one, it was kind of like the perspective of the class 1A students. A few days after receiving the note, they finally got together and elaborated on like the things that they know so far about Deku. The fact that All Might's missing. The fact that Deku's gone too, so obviously those two are together working. And also some of the pro heroes, Hawks and Endeavor, are also not responding. So you connect two and two together and you find out that like Deku's doing an entire team up with those three too. So and Best Genius as well. Let's not forget about him.
oh, he is part of the top. He is a part of the top three.
He is. And so with Araka kind of like pushing forward the initiative, saying that we should force this issue, they reach out to Nezu, who reaches out to Endeavor, and it's a plan. It's a trap. Which
he's like, you set me up.
You set me up, Todoroki. I like what Todoroki has to say about this. Is the fact that like you and I promised that we'd work together to stop Toya, and now all of a sudden you just went quiet and you're not telling me anything. And I know that like me working with you has been like something that you've been working towards, but it doesn't mean anything if you don't tell me everything.
Yeah, he didn't want to keep it a secret, but he kind of had to.
And then what was it? Bakugo follows up with Endeavor saying like those two, All Might and Deku, together is a problem. So
like, do not leave them alone together.
Right, because All Might is pretty much what Deku envisions himself as, and at this point, like he will surpass All Might and go off on his own. The fact that Endeavor follows up with this is shortly after his meetup with the other pro heroes in that little what was that again?
Warehouse.
The warehouse. That's when he was like, "Oh God, they're so right." What was it? Endeavor like passes on his phone that has like a GPS on like Deku, and that's how the our little heroes found them. And now it's pretty much after capturing Dictator. They're like, "Hey, you should really come back. We're worried about you." Except for except for Bakugo. Bakugo's just like, "You want some of this?"
I know Bakugo's just trying to. Basically, what Bakugo's doing is trying to get to him so he can smack some sense into him.
This is true because what was the conversation? Or Deku was like, "It's okay. I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me. Just stay away from me."
Okay, are you still smiling?
Bakugo's like, "That's real inspiring, Mister All Might wannabe. But are you smiling though?"
He said, "Oh, what a glorious thing to say from the great inheritor of the mighty One for All."
Deku's just saying like, "I'm doing this so I can protect the smiles that we've all had so far and the ones in the future. So get out of my way."
Bring it, you All Might wannabe.
Ito was like, we knew Midori would be the same as ever. So stand strong, everyone. To everyone, it looks like, and you could probably confirm it later. We're looking at a fight here.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be intense. I can't wait for it. So that was 319. Now we're jumping into 320. A nice
You
very
want a
cute
screen share?
cover of Sue first. Just completely forget about like what the conflict is. Let's just look at Froppy right here. It's a nice
You
like
want to do
colored
the you
illustration
want
of
to do
her
the
like in the rain.
you want to do the screen share?
Oh yes, sorry, I forgot about that. Let me
Oh, good.
there's share screen. It's this one. Oh,
I just see.
so with
I just
Discord,
see
they have
Kirby
like the
looking.
stream quality. It says smoother video, but I skim read that as summon video.
Summon video.
Not wrong,
Ah, there we are. That's a nice
but
volume cover if it's a volume cover.
yes. So, okay, looks like we're good. Let me know if anything happens on the screen share. But all right, so that's the volume cover. Oh my god. Just the shot of like excuse me, I just had 111 water, so I don't know why it's acting up. But we got Ida just looking straight on to the viewer with the rain. And it's pretty intense, actually. He's got like a monologue going for a little bit. But I'll start it off after this. Right, so one of the panels is in black. This is Ida's thoughts running through. Once he's set his mind on something, he refuses to stop. Oh, or no, this way.
Zoom.
So zoom. Kind of like Ida, actually. But yeah, once he sets his mind on something, he refuses to stop. I know that well. Bog, go over here. We heard you unlocked the 4th and 6th. Wow, he catches on fast. I'm glad that they know that. Looks like you're even drawn differently than the rest of us these days.
Drawn differently.
Damn nerd.
Is that a fourth wall break?
It will be. My god, dude, that's so... Can't believe you do this.
Bruh.
But here's... Yeah, okay, I'll continue. Here's this one. Deku's like, you all came for me. Thanks, but... The 6th! Smoke screen! Immediately, like, wipes everyone's, like, field of view of him. Bakugo's like, don't let him get away! Smoke screen? That's the 6th power, says Uraka. So everyone's in the know about, like, which user has which power. And of course,
Yeah, because
this
they
is
were helping
how
him train before.
Right.
And then we move on here. We see Bakugo put his gauntlet to the ground. Don't want to chat, huh? You just gonna sneak off then? Boom! Landmine blast. So basically, using his explosion across the ground, he dispersed the smoke so they could see him.
Right. They pushed away the smoke screen, so now he's visible again.
So now that you're one of the all-powerful big shots, are we just a bunch of are we just a bunch of NPCs to you?
He's really speaking our terms right now.
Birds!
Oh, here comes the birds.
It's Coda. They said you could come back to school! You hear that, Midoriya?
Oh, come back to school with us.
The principal is ready to welcome you back. Got that? So stop running away. He says, his ego just says sorry as he does Black Whip to hit a building behind him, and then you just see all the birds flying off of him.
Damn. All right. So, yeah, we got Black Whip, but oh my god, Sero like actually like tapes up the Black Whip and like one of his arms. Says Black Whips of yours is kind of freaky. No wonder people are scared.
They are pretty freaky looking.
Yeah, they just kind of pop out of nowhere. Little flashback here of the panel of them training Deku with what was going to be gravity, but also Black Whip. There you go. Think of it as part of your body stretching out. Wow, I can really morph it? Deku's like, Sero. And all of a sudden, here comes an accessory from Jiro coming from like around the corner. And I'll continue this one. Jiro's coming in with her signature here. The heartbeat wall. Let me see what exactly that did. Oh yeah, no. He was trying to do something. And then without even seeing Deku, he's like zoop.
Oh, he says,
Jiro's like, dang, he's fast. Hey, Midoriya! I don't know if it'll matter, but for what it's worth, remember when you helped me organize my notes and gave me tips for the school festival? You really helped me back then. I was so sure people would just call this a useless hobby, so it feels like I got something to prove. Well, that was like her flashback, for that one. It might not seem like much, but I appreciated that so much. All right.
All right, now we move to Ojiro over here. As he grabs Izuku with his tail. Tornado tail dance!
Damn, dude.
Remember that stuff? Remember that stuff with Shinra? With his Shinzo?
Yeah.
Back at the sports festival? I'll never forget how mad you got on my behalf.
Damn, dude. I do
So how
remember
can
that.
how can I sit back when you're the only one fighting and running yourself ragged out here? My presence is a danger to all of you, says Izuku. As we see him remembering everything that happened during the war.
Yeah.
I can't let All for One take you all away from me. That's why I had to leave. As he just forces himself out of Ojiro's tail looking very villainous.
Very sinister now.
And then we see Tokoyami come flying in. And he says, thrust, dark shadow.
Crunch. Literally like send us into a building. I'm still trying to get over this.
He's deep in there.
So we got Sugar Rush. He has Ojiro grabbed by the tail, and he also is carrying Jiro. He's gotten way too strong. Well, I know him as Tailman, but what was his Ojiro? Sorry, he was saying like serious strength of will too. Sugar Rush, Midori, open your ears. I didn't expect that. Open those ear holes real quick. You might have some special power, but we understand how you feel. We all feel the same way. Plus, that's there's what Koda said about the school. You gotta hear us out. If not, I'm never lending you the food diet for Aries candy apples ever again. Shit. It's like, oh shit, what do I do?
Not Aries candy apples.
My god. Oh, yes, let me continue this one. Deku replies, that's just fine. Eri doesn't need me. It doesn't have to be me. And all of a sudden, like, he gets like strapped up to like the very like concrete pillar that like he just hit. I'm trying to see like I was gonna say, what the hell is that? It's pretty much just a restraining device. Like things wrapped around like the pillar and then like something that's gonna be like lodged onto his head.
About to go to sleep.
Yeah. Momo's over here, like coming from the corner. You should know that we intended to join you in your efforts. We've been authorized to use our quirks to aid Endeavor and the other heroes for this mission to ensure your safety. Deku's like, a machine to put me to sleep? And oh
Just
my god,
breaks
dude.
out of it.
What did he just do? Did he just like rock his head forward?
I think could he just maybe use Fajin with a headbutt
Holy shit. Pretty smart.
just to break out.
Yeah. Oh, all right, Mark, go ahead.
You zoom in on the top part for a little bit.
Oh yeah. Let's do that.
There we go. Enough wasting your effort on. He said, enough. Stop wasting your effort on me. And you can see he's still got the fibers around him that he's pulling off the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, just get away from me.
Here comes someone's silhouette. Oh, damn it. That's what happens.
It's that boy. Not a chance, pal. It's Denki.
I know, this is one of those things like, choose your words carefully, Midoriya.
Midoriya, we get that one for all is really important, but you got something even more important in your life. Me and you, we ain't got a ton in common, but you're still a friend. Even if we gotta forget this, even if we gotta force this friendship down your throat.
God, dude.
You know, this is me, I believe.
Mm.
Then we see. Oh, I know his name. I know his name. Why is it escaping me of now of all times?
Yeah, me too. Shit. Hold on.
I've always known his name, but right now it's escaping me.
Don't mind me like pulling up the wiki. Bringing up every single cast member here.
I've always known his name, but I'm
Shoji.
forgetting it right now. It is Shoji. This is insulating tape Yaoyorozu made for my tentacles.
Nice.
As you see him wrap them around Izuku. Oh, what does it say right here? What does it say? What? What does it say? A what? A lineup like this might even give All Might a scare. That's what you said during the attack on our training camp.
Oh hell yeah, he remembers that. Jesus, right? Dude.
Dark Shadow, indulge in the darkness as he just wraps around Izuku. Ragnarok Womb.
My god. They made an all insulating like electric trap. Alright, I'll continue. Tokiyami says, repurposing Dark Shadow's offenses in service of defense. The concept you birthed by you, Midoriya. Damn, dude.
They're all putting their hearts into him, man.
Damn, it's hard. Soji says, do you see us as more victims who need protection and coddling? Denki, and don't you miss bathing? You need a bath real bad.
Don't you miss bathing, bro? You stink.
Here's Deku, please stop. He's like, so what's gonna happen? Good lord, he broke through all of that, and he's just like, he like shot himself out of the building.
He is flying.
He sounds like the token dinosaur, like.
This is like a TIE fighter.
But you see, the folk just in the building, they all got broken out of it. Tokiyami, says like, you pried apart the bindings of Ragnarok. Just stop already, says Deku. Alright, go ahead, Mark.
Alright. I get it. I know you're all just worried about me. You're worried deep down in your hearts. I know that for a fact because there's no real danger or malice here. Danger Sense would have alerted me otherwise. But you guys aren't setting it off at all. So that means all that they're doing, he's not even using Danger Sense because it's not going off.
Right, it's not happening because
there's no danger.
Actual like danger to this. This is all of them just confining him. They weren't gonna shock him at all.
So please get it. And then we see Izuku crying as he's flying. He said, "So please get away from me." He said, "I'm begging you. I mean it. I'm fine."
Here we go.
Yep, just bonk. Heaven-piercing ice wall.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
We see Izuku just indented in this ice wall. What does it say? What a look you have on your face. Is this responsibility so much for you? Is this responsibility so much for you that you can't let yourself even cry?
Damn.
Seems like a burden you should share with the rest of us, says Todoroki.
My god, dude. Okay, let me wrap up here. Degu's just still looking at Todoroki, but Froppy's coming from one of the buildings in the back. Froppy says, not so fast. I'm not weeping and moping anymore. Because you matter to me. You're my friend, and when we're scared, we tremble together. When times are tough, we cry together. So if you're dead set on being some comic book superhero, then Class 1A won't let you live that fantasy alone. Damn, bruh. And that's the end of the chapter.
Good chapter.
Oh my god, dude.
Just like him flying away crying, him flying away crying right there. That just says a lot.
Mhm.
Like, like,
Because
like I mean, he
yeah.
was. Yeah, I think so. Oh, I was just talking to a friend real quick.
Real quick, we're about to divulge into this chapter.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that to them.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, yeah, when he said that's why when he said but like that's why when he said that's why I'm begging you, please, I'm fine.
Right.
Oh yeah, there it is. There's the exact line. He says, so please get away from me. I'm begging you. I mean it. I'm fine. I'm fine. And it's just like he's anything but fine. You can tell.
Right. And the matter of fact is that he's always referencing that. Get away from me, one, and two, I'm fine. He's like, and it's just because like his mindset's like completely fixed on him trying to figure this all out by himself. Kind of like really following All Might to a fault, even though like All Might himself has accepted like help as he has like lost his ability to use all like one for all. You have Deku here following like the old All Might, which oddly enough, you could probably like get some imagery of that like when he shot himself out the window and you see All Might's statue right there.
At
It's
least this
him.
time we see it as it should be, and not with the whole I am not here.
Yeah, it's probably still there, but of course it's at the front. But the fact is that Deku is following All Might to a point where he pretty much is working alone because of the dangers. All Might like somehow has been able to do this for so long, but I guess the pressure that is like All For One being out and just kind of like running amok is escalating matters to the point where Deku just is trying to accelerate his own growth like by himself. So he hasn't had that time to just like mature and like truly value working with other people. He probably has like before all this went down, but it's taking everyone to remind him of all these things that happened up until now, which I think
Everybody except Kirishima and Great Boy and Mina.
not like not yet, right? They'll show up somewhere, right?
I think those are the only three we haven't seen.
Right. I'm imagining that Bako literally
Oh,
shoots like Hiroshima like out into the sky.
oh, and Aoyama.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, unfortunately we haven't been able to see everyone like going on this particular chapter, but it's clear that
I think,
everyone they had a plan.
yeah, I think those are the and Invisible Girl.
Oh yes.
Those are the so we're
Hagakure.
missing five.
Yeah. And of course Iraka. We're waiting for that bit too. It's gonna be real rough.
I mean, they definitely brought in their powerhouse, which would be Todoroki.
Yeah. It's cool that Todoroki had his bit. Made like a really huge eye swell, but to say for a guy who has like very little words to say, the fact is that like you kind of see him, and granted this might be like my own personal take, but just to kind of be reminded of like how Deku had reached out to him during the school festival. Well,
He's
not
doing the same thing.
yeah, and it's also kind of referencing like the whatchamacalls it when they first did their internships, and Midoriya felt like he couldn't like really share anything because it was all top secret about saving Eri. But
Hmm.
what was it? Todoroki says like I think heroes cry sometimes. I know it was one of those like weird responses that he has, but
Everybody cries.
right because Deku was crying like at the school table. Ida like
Yeah,
looked at that and
it's
understood.
it's a way we express sadness, and honestly, it helps to vent stress.
Right, and for Froppy, like literally the next page to talk about how she was also crying too. I believe that was when I forget when that happened. Was that like before or after Deku and the Co went to save Bakugo?
I think that was when they went to go say like they were leaving, and then she was crying.
Oh, I see.
Oh no, wait. I think it was when they got back.
One of those, right? Because I remember that Proppy was really sad I forget what was the exact reason for it though.
You felt bad for her though, because she's such a sweet girl.
Yeah. Right, because she did cry like in front of them, and they also helped support her them like then
When when
too.
when the frog cries, everybody cries.
When the frog cries. But now you're seeing like her growth after the fact, and she's pretty much feeding the same words, or at least the same like level of support to Deku. And not to
And
mention
it's
just
like
shout out to
Tokoyami's
everyone else,
his new move, Ragnarok Womb.
which is kind of kind of a crazy name.
It really is a Tokoyami-esque name though.
It's
You know,
Ragnarok.
he's very edgy.
It's extremely edgy. But this was also something that Deku helped him learn to use.
Yeah, they all did. I mean, even Shoji even said so.
Right.
A lineup like this even all give All Might a scare. Like, he said, "That's what you said."
This is true.
Not only that, Denki saying, "Please take a bath."
Please take a bath, bruh.
He's holding him right now. He's like, "Please take a bath."
No amount of rain these past couple chapters ain't gonna save that stench.
And they try to put him to sleep, but he said, "Nope,
Nope, get out of here.
no, I don't want to take a nap."
Oh my god. Yeah, pretty much everyone, even like those who didn't really have like a specific like relation like with Deku in conversation that had like that carried many meaning. It didn't really, it doesn't matter to that point either because of just a unified like group effort against Deku. And honestly, I think Deku is just so, yeah, he's so stuck in his mind that it'll take certain words and a certain person to like really get to him. Because I mean, maybe Bakugo, like the flashback of him like charging and sacrificing himself for Deku when all for one was reaching out to him saying like you shouldn't do this kind of shit like on your own.
He's like, "Don't go in by yourself, you damn nerd."
Mm-hmm. But I guess that it wouldn't really help with the reasoning then because Bakugo still got hurt, and that's what Deku's trying to prevent. And I think that Araki could like really like get like a message to Deku, but I know that Deku,
Just kisses him and he passes out.
I think Deku would remember the time they lost control of like Black Whip and actually like cause issues, even like Araki getting hurt then too. So I think it's unfortunate, but like Deku's gonna pair a lot of like memories of Class 1A to just like him being at fault for like all the reasons this happened. You know, like
But he's also at fault for a lot of good things that happen.
this is true. But when you're in that psychological mindset, it's what was it? I don't think it's confirmation bias, but I'm gonna use confirmation bias. When you think of yourself as the issue, all you can think about is Bakugo being kidnapped. I wasn't strong enough back then. Um,
Uraraka being hurt by my quirk.
from yeah, my quirk here.
All the things
Um,
that happened during the war.
all the things that happened during the war, those like weigh especially heavy.
I know he saw Aizawa lose a leg. He saw Gran Torino get made into a donut.
Bruh.
Dude, that sucks scene that happened in Gran Torino. We were all just like, "No!"
Yeah, but oh my god,
Bakugo getting hurt.
right? That very same bit. So, damn, dude, I would love it that if it was Class 1A was the thing that stopped Deku, and I don't know, maybe Bakugo will finally like lose it in the next chapter and like actually activate that danger sense, but it's rough right now. I'm not sure like how well they can deal with Deku at this point. Honestly, I think you know what? If we really just got the sticky balls into effect, I think that might actually do it.
Mineta, grape him up.
Oh my god. Minetta's like just technique will be on par with Naruto's sexy jutsu. No one expects it, but is the one technique to save the world.
It just wraps around him and he just can't get out of it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we've never seen anyone break out of it. It'd probably be Deku, but I mean, it would take Deku to break it.
I know, yeah, that is right. At the very ending fight, Naruto did sexy jutsu, and she bought it for a second.
Yeah, for a goddamn second. I remember that. Sakura was like, I can't believe it. That technique might work on me, but there's no way in hell it works on like a deity like that.
And she's just
Slaps.
like, you gotta be kidding me.
Kakashi's like, this is the jutsu to save the world.
They wanted to go for the funny ending.
It was great. I appreciate the fact that they actually humored Naruto with that one.
And not only that, you also saw that even Sakura got a nosebleed.
Yeah. She really was like, all right, that works on me, admittedly.
But no way it's gonna work on this all-powerful chakra deity. Oh, hello.
Let's see.
Not only that, don't forget Sugar Rush.
Yeah.
If you keep doing this, man, you can't borrow my food dyes anymore.
I know, right? I was like, damn, dude, you had to get it like that, but Deku was like, it's fine. It doesn't have to be me, but it has to be him, though.
And like it's like legit, everyone's just saying the good things that he's done, like helping them out at the sports festival, standing up for Ojiro.
Mm-hmm. That was really good too.
I remember he was pissed when it came to Ojiro.
I know, right? Because Shinzo said some pretty dark shit.
Some mean stuff.
But
Of course, there's also Sero.
yeah, who helped him out as well. Black Whip's kind of freaky. No wonder people are afraid. And Koda, of course, reminding him, like, you can go back to school, you know? So stop.
Bakugo kept him from running away.
Right? So, oh my god, Ayama, we haven't seen him yet. And he's been like a very close friend to Deku, surprisingly.
He randomly became a close friend.
I know, right? And like I almost remember like almost to like the T, but like the words they said to Deku along the lines of just the fact that like you've been burning with like a power that doesn't suit you. It's a little different now since he's gotten better, but you've been just like how it was back then. You're still like pushing yourself like further beyond than what's healthy, really.
Yeah, I mean, Aoyama is able to use his laser a little bit longer now, I believe.
Yeah. But the fact is that like Deku is still kind of repeating himself again by overstraining himself.
Yep. I remember before Aoyama during the movie. Oh man, he was a trooper.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. It was
He just
incessant.
kept blasting.
So anyway, I kept blasting.
Yeah, Rosu was just holding him up. This man is just his stomach is just destroying him, and he's still trying.
I know. I'm trying to think like what else could other people do? I mean, Ida would literally kick the shit out of him.
Reciprocal bust up.
The only reason that hasn't happened yet is that Deku didn't didn't alert us of it.
I mean, it's also like didn't the training session between class 1A and 1B didn't he legit he took out his mufflers and grew new ones.
Yeah. So I mean, like he's insanely fast for sure.
Because he can use reciprocal burst.
It would take 100% Fajin to. Well, it's kind of weird because like, especially with the anime, it shows that like 5% Deku can like kind of like be a little bit faster for split seconds of the time, but I think that we could probably say like 100% Fajin would probably match, if not surpass the speed if need be. But
because I remember like it wasn't Ida's former limit. I think was like what 10 seconds, and
10
now
seconds.
it's like
Now he's got 10 minutes on him. Probably
10
even
minutes
more.
now.
10 minutes, like for most anime manga encounters, doesn't like matter too much.
Especially when you're a speed hero. I mean, 10 minutes is a lot of time.
It's a lot of time. So
Like
I'm happy about Ida.
When your power is speed and it's 10 minutes, that's plenty of time.
It is a lot of time. So I'm betting that he'll definitely come through at the very end. Obviously, they're keeping check of like the fact that like he has the danger sense. So I guess Ida couldn't like just straight up like knock sense into him like at like whatever Mach speed he's got. Otherwise Deku would dodge it. But
There's only one person who could. No, there's two people who could forcefully restrain him right now.
what would you say those would be?
Shinzo
Yeah.
and Stain.
Oh my, yeah, saying just being a presence wouldn't get Deku to just like, wait, what are you doing here?
That's just it. All he needs is one drop of blood. Not even saying Stain would hurt him. I'm just saying one drop of blood, and then he'll be like, "Oh, right there's your favorite kids."
That's true. They give him just enough time to have a good conversation going. I think
It's,
also, uh, I mean, it'd be a lot more impactful if it was just all 1A, but what if it's other students too?
this is true because Izuku has had encounters with class 1B.
As well as our top three.
Yeah, Mirio, Sun Eater, and I forget her name.
Hado or Nejire.
Hado.
Nejire
I
Hado.
hope Sun Eater shows up because I'm still wondering what the fuck happened to him.
I know, right? I think, oh my god, if Mirio actually like appeared in this confrontation and he's actually to try to stop Deku as well, that's gonna be interesting.
I mean, Deku's not gonna be able to touch him.
That's true, but I guess that's not really the point for Deku here. It's just to get away from everyone. But I think Mirio with the right words would.
There is no escaping Mirio.
There's no escaping Mirio. And it'd be
Not
really
only
interesting because it would be like the rematch that we've been kind of interested in seeing. Because Mirio is essentially untouchable. Like if it's if it's just simply 1-on-1 or even maybe not even like 1-on-3, the fact is that like Mirio can't really be touched unless there's some other like life in consequence that he needs to worry about.
yeah, it's only if he makes himself tangible,
Right.
and he can make
So
certain parts of his body tangible while the others aren't.
right. So I would love to see like top three actually like give some insight on Deku here too. I mean, obviously the pro heroes would also help out too, or be like greatly impactful here. But I think
Yeah,
it
like
is super important that it is Class 1A as the closest people
yeah.
to Deku.
But I would think that they are close. But if there's anyone else who definitely has a close connection to him, like that whose life he changed, should also speak to him, I could see it being Shinzo.
Yeah, just literally just saying like you finally turned in villain. People were saying that was gonna be me, but turns out it was gonna be you.
Oof.
Yeah, it's rough. And the fact is that the next chapter is happening on the 1st of August. That's a fair like 2 weeks from now. So I mean, definitely deserves a break because I've been seeing everyone like go into action again.
Yep, and we still have stuff on the back burner right now. Like we have Toya on the back burner. We now
Oh
have
yeah,
Chisaki on the back burner.
yeah, that's right. Also, just wanting to know what happened to Lane Nagant.
Yep, Stain's also on the back burner.
Hmm.
That oven is packed right now.
There's a lot that Horikoshi can work with, but
There's a lot
definitely
on that
right now,
stovetop.
definitely for sure, this is like on top of our priority. Getting Deku in the right mindset again.
Yep. Not only that, honestly, there's a lot to touch up on. Like because there is that, and of course, I still want to know what happened to Fat Gum and Sun Eater.
Yes, we haven't heard anything from them.
Like quite literally, they're MIA right now.
Oh my god, having Fat Gum take in Deku, it won't last too long, but it'd be a good effort.
Yep. Like the last time we saw Fat Gum was in the battle with Gigantomachia.
Yeah.
And before that, it was when he launched Tokoyami to save Hawks.
Oh yeah, that's true. So I'm thinking, yeah, the next chapter we're gonna have the rest of Class 1A go in. If there's any other like guest appearance from other schools or like within the same school, that'd be fantastic. But I can see them trying to resolve this with Class 1A alone. Whether they succeed or not, I actually don't know. I want
Yeah,
to say
they
yes,
could
obviously, but
they could send in a lot of people to talk to him because Deku's made connections with tons of people. Like they could use Rock Lock, they could use Gang Orca,
mm-hmm.
they could use Mount Lady, who's like she's gotten to know Izuku.
Yeah,
They could even bring in the hot like in a wheelchair. They could bring Gran Torino.
that's true. I guess the problem here is that like Deku wants to protect everyone by literally separating himself from everyone. So it does take the right words to get Deku to listen, because I think it's one of those things where I think Momo was pretty much right on the money on that one. She was saying that,
You
it's
knew we
our
try to help you.
we've been given permission to use our quirks to help Endeavor and literally all the other heroes. So they would actively go in and help them like with All for One, even with as little experience as they have in comparison to everyone else. But
Like they have been given special permission to help the heroes and for this mission to ensure your safety.
mhm. So obviously they're just doing restraining stuff, but they're also trying to feed in the words needed to get them to like finally like give. But I just don't
Be like,
really
we
know
got permission.
personally. Yeah, personally, I don't know like what it would be for Deku to finally like just let go of feeling the need to do this all by himself, because he's burdened with that responsibility of the quirk, and it literally supersedes anything that everyone's saying to him as far as like his mindset. So they, I would say they either actually defeat him like in combat, which doesn't seem to be gonna happen. They're just restraining him, um, or just it takes someone. It just takes someone to say like the right words. I don't know what it would be for Deku.
I mean, it's pretty much they're all saying like, it's basically like remember the third and second user. Like they
Yeah,
said, what really helped was when a leader came and led his whole team to fight against All for One. That changed a lot.
yeah, that's true.
He wasn't by himself.
Hmm.
He had a team.
I'm thinking back on like the very beginning when Bako was captured by the sludge dude, and as powerless as like Deku is, Deku might see himself as All Might in this case to save everyone, but he may not see himself anymore. The one who like was the first, as powerless as he was, to like take the steps forward to try to save Bakugo. And in this case, you could say that Class 1A is that quirkless Deku reaching out to now is a captured like Bako, which is Deku not listening to reason.
It's just they're trying to. They're basically. I would say he's stuck inside that slime right now, and they're just trying to get him out.
Yeah, and that's real rough. Because like who's then the All Might in that case?
And like they keep saying, you see that Class 1A and 1B are going to be the future of heroes,
That's true.
and
As
so are the top
1B
three.
comes in.
It's like from Shiketsu Academy and from all the other areas, like they are the future of heroes. Like that's the next line. Like so they are going to be the people that are helping Izuku in the future anyway.
True.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I would say the big thing to take away from it all would be that no, like basically All Might, even as strong as All Might was, he was never alone.
Yeah, he was never truly alone. He was able to
He
take
had
care of
great,
most crimes on
yeah,
his own.
yeah, most crimes, but like he had help along the way. He was never like he had to do it all himself. He had Gran Torino, he had the police,
Yeah,
he had other pro
Dave.
heroes.
It's true. Like
His
everyone's just
best friend's a police officer.
Yeah. So
Hey, David.
Dave and
Dave.
Melissa.
Melissa.
Oh my god, if Melissa actually like popped up out of nowhere in this chapter, I'd lose it.
They are canon to the story. We do know that they
They
are
are
canon.
now, they are definitely canon.
We do know that they confirmed after the movie that yes, David Shield and Melissa Shield are canon.
And then of course the arm restraints or the armbands that he's currently wearing right now, pretty much.
Prototypes.
Yeah. All right. I guess that's it. Ah, I can't believe that's it. And we had to wait 2 weeks. Oh
Yep, taking a break next week.
my god. So I guess that's pretty much it. It's a great chapter that progresses things forward like on an emotional state, but also just kind of like retroactively goes back to moments that seem so far in the past, but still carry the same meaning.
Pretty
And
much.
just kind of just loops it. I just hope that Deku the conclusion is like next chapter, or at least either Deku like finally surrenders or gets beat.
just like go to sleep.
Because at this point, like Deku's tired. I think
Man needs it. Man needs the SpongeBob shower in a can.
it takes a nice karate chop in the back of the neck, and he's out.
He needs some food. He needs a shower.
Like
He needs some sleep.
it would just takes a kick in the jimmies and he's done.
Coda comes in. Why would you do that to Midoriya's scrotum?
A punch into the scrotum is unforgivable.
That's still one of my favorite lines Edith's ever said.
And then they proceed to
Why
make
would you
him
do
do
that
him
to
dirty by
Midoriya's
having.
scrotum?
They did him dirty in the hot like springs bit.
Oh, yeah.
How can you do that to Eve?
How could you do that to Midoriya's scrotum?
Yeah. All right.
I did
We'll
not
go.
expect him to say scrotum.
I
Honestly,
know,
did not
right?
expect that.
I guess we'll go ahead here. So the next chapter is August 1st, so we're gonna have the hiatus, but I'm really looking forward to 321, which is actually a pretty good milestone. Whenever there's like a like sequential sequence of like, well, that's kind of redundant, a sequence of numbers like that, ordered like that, 321. Yeah.
Yep, that, and there's also when you hit like the next level like 100, 200, 300.
Yeah, for sure. But we won't be able to see like chapter 400 for a while for this one.
Yeah,
But
I think Black Clover's about to hit their 300.
oh, really? Damn. Yeah, there's a lot of chapters of that one. Yeah. All right. In that case, we'll go ahead and end here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this chapter for My Hero Academia. This has been chapter 320. And yeah, I guess till then, we'll see you guys in the next one. Hashtag bye, everyone.
Study up.